Hey, I just lost 15 pounds and everybody keeps asking me, how did you do it? And so in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how I did that. And I'm going to relate it back to your network marketing business as well, because the way I lost the weight is the same way you build a business. And stay to the end, because the thing I'm going to talk about in just a bit is something that makes all the difference. It'll supercharge how you build your business and how you get the results you want with higher income, people joining your team, all that kind of stuff. So let's hop in. How did I lose 15 pounds? It's interesting because when I'm at a family event or talking to friends and bring it up, hey, I just lost 15 pounds. The first question everybody keeps asking me is, Matt, how did you do it? And I find it interesting because there's nothing that's rocket science here. How did I do it? I managed myself, number one. That's it. It's super simple. Because how did I gain the weight that had my stomach bulging out, looking like a basketball? I wasn't managing myself. For years, I was sitting on the couch, eating tubs of ice cream and bags of potato chips, watching movies with my wife. I was not managing myself. I wasn't exercising. So how did I lose 15 pounds? I started to manage myself. I got serious about it. I made a decision. I'm going to lose this weight. I don't want to look like this anymore. And so I did a couple of things. Number one, I stopped eating the big tubs of ice cream and whole bags of potato chips at one sitting like I used to do. I'm a snacker, and so I know I have that weakness. And I decided to start running at least 3 times a week. And I started to eat lean meats and vegetables. I started to eat correctly again. Okay. And drinking a lot of water. I think what people are asking me when they keep saying to me, hey, how'd you do it? I think what they want to hear from me is that I did some kind of magic diet, took a magic pill, and it just, all the weight came off, right? No, no, no. That's not how it works in losing weight. It's not how it works in building your business. So I manage myself. It's that simple. And the same thing applies to running your network marketing business. If you're not getting the results that you want to see in your business, don't go to people who have been successful at it and ask, how did you do it? And then not take the advice of what they did to get there. Because what I see in my family and friends, when I tell them what I did to lose the weight, is they're disappointed in my answer because they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that they have to go work hard at it. It's hard to lose weight. It's hard to build a business. Okay. Stop listening to people on the internet telling you how easy it is. It is not easy to build a business, whether it's network marketing or any other type of business. I'm hopping in here. I want to ask you, have you gotten value so far? If you have, I would be honored if you would subscribe to my channel. It'll make sure you get the message when I put out new content similar to this, and or like the video. It helps me get this message out to more people, and share it with your upline, downline, sidelines, other people that you think would benefit from this message. All right, back to the training. So you've got to make a commitment to yourself that you are going to manage yourself. There are things you're doing right now that are not getting you the results you want, maybe in your health and losing weight, and as well in your business. If you're not seeing the results that you want to see, and I imagine you're watching this video because you're not, you're trying to get ideas on how to do it better. Taking the bad habits you might have right now and turning it around into better habits. That's all I did. There's nothing magical about it. So number one is managing yourself. The second thing is that once you've made the decision that you're going to make a change so you get better results either with your health or with your business, then you got to do what I did, which was number two, focus. Yeah, I made a decision that I wanted to get rid of that basketball in my stomach, but I also had to follow through. And the only way to follow through is to focus. And here's something I hear a lot from network marketers that I work with, and it's really unfortunate. They keep telling me they don't have enough time to do what they want to do. Or they even say to me, I just got ADHD. I just can't focus enough to build this business. Look, I know some people legitimately have something going on inside of them that we call ADHD. But I also think that too many people have grabbed onto that thing, convincing themselves that they have this thing they can't control called ADHD. Unless there really is something going on chemically inside of you, it's unlikely that you have ADHD. It's probably just that you can't focus because you got too many things going on in your life and you've never sat down to really manage it. And so if you're saying to yourself, hey, I can't do this because I got the kids, I got the ball games I got to go to, the cheerleading practices, I work all day, I got to eat dinner, I got to go sleep. I'm going to tell you something that I talked about at the beginning of the video, that if you got this one thing, it'll make all the difference in your results, health-wise, business-wise. And it's a very inconvenient truth that I had to finally face at one point in my life when I was making a lot of excuses. And that is that people that are more successful than you, that you're looking to and trying to duplicate their success, guess what? They've got the same 24 hours in a day that you do. They got the same 24 hours in a day that I have. That can hit home and hurt when you internalize, hey, you know what? I haven't been getting the results I want, and I'm wondering why I can't seem to get there when I see these other people getting there. All it means is that you're not managing yourself. You're not focusing on the right things. Those people did. In their 24-hour block of time every day, they're focused on doing the things that get them where they want to go. Let's just say you're looking at this from an income perspective. There's no difference time-wise from somebody who is making $1 million a year versus somebody making $50,000 a year, except for the fact that the person making $1 million a year for a number of years to get there focused on some very different things in each 24-hour block of time they have every day that the person making the $50,000 a year did not focus on. It's likely that the person who's making the higher income for a number of years leading to getting to that income focused on things like bettering their skills, focused on things like, I am not going to sit down and watch TV every day. I'm not going to sit for hours and hours and hours on the internet watching things and hoping life changes. And what I mean by this is if it's the person that's making 50,000 a year and wants to get to the higher income, right? Some people are making 50 grand a year, perfectly happy, living a great life, and that's great. I'm talking to you if you're not making what you want to make and you want to see the income rise. Well, in that case, you got to ask yourself a tough question. And I get it, because at one point I had to ask myself the very tough question, what am I not doing every day that the people that I see that are more successful than me are doing? And it always comes down to managing yourself, making a decision to change, but then number two, having the focus and the long-term ability to continue doing it even when it's hard, because it's going to be hard. When I was losing the weight, it came after a number of months. I didn't just decide to lose the weight one day and was 15 pounds less the next day. It took me a few months of eating better and doing the exercise. Now, were there days when I really didn't want to do all that stuff? Absolutely. I had to force myself to get out there and exercise and run those 3 times a week. I had times where I even sat down on a Saturday evening with my wife and ate the bucket of ice cream and fell back into my old habit. But then I made the decision, okay, made a mistake, did it again. Let me refocus my efforts. And this next week I doubled down, ate well, and pushed myself with the exercise really hard. That's important. That's a part of what you got to do there. So it's the same thing with your business. You got to make a decision that you're going to learn the new skills. You're going to implement those skills, and you're not going to stop until you see the results of getting those better skills. The skills I'm talking about are things like sales and marketing skills. By the way, if you're not sure how to get those marketing skills for your network marketing business specifically, put bootcamp in the comments, and I'll come back and make sure I give you access to our 5-day bootcamp. That's a 5-day process that takes you through some training, and it helps you understand what are the marketing skills you need to learn that'll help you attract your best fit customer, get more people on your team, all that kind of stuff. So put bootcamp in the comments if you're kind of struggling and just, what are those skills? How do I learn them? But that's the key. There's nothing magical about success in health, in business, in any other area of your life. Manage yourself, focus, and realize that there are things you're doing in your 24-hour block of time every day that are not conducive to getting the goals you say you want to achieve. There's something that's a mismatch there, and you got to fix that. That's on you. You got to fix it. You got to figure out what it is and fix it. And then you got to be focused enough to do it long-term until you see the success coming through. I'm hopping in here. I want to ask you, have you gotten value so far? If you have, I would be honored if you would subscribe to my channel. Now, there's a video that I created, and I'll put it right here for you so you can click on it and go watch it next. That'll teach you how to use social media and how to get clear on having those people that are your best fit customers be attracted to you, begin asking you about your product or service, asking you about your business, and it makes the whole process of building your business a lot more fun. I'll put it right there. Go watch that next, and I'll see you over there on that video.